Welcome everyone to the At Cost Metals membership. My name is Antoine McVeigh. We're going to talk about how you can become a member of ACM, the acronym for At Cost Metals. A little bit about me. I'm from Dallas, born and raised, but I'm new to the precious metal space. My background is in blockchain and cryptocurrency. I'm a Bitcoin guy, got started early on back in 2012 and was introduced to precious metals by one of the co-founders of ACM that really shed some light on me on how to diversify into this asset class. And boy, am I glad I did. And so just to kind of give you an example of what I'm talking about, I've been acquiring silver for about a year, a little over a year that I've been a member with ACM, but this is a 1 kilo sunshine bar, silver, pure silver, right? To kind of give you an idea, I bought this less than a year ago. And based on the price of silver today, if I was to sell it today, I'll get $500 more than what I paid for it. Did I get your attention? $500 more than what I paid for it. Why? Because the value of silver has increased over time. Now I'm going to share my screen. We'll get right to it. You're going to hear from our co-founder. You're going to hear about the metals drop, all of that. So here we go. So welcome to the At Cost Metals overview. We're going to answer some questions for you. Why metals? Number two, why ACM specifically? Number three, why choose to become an affiliate? So let's answer number one, why metal? Well, we've got economic strife. We've got some political strife. We've got inflation that obviously is clearly winning a war. I'm sure you would agree with that. Okay. Privacy, more resistant to turbulence. You can take your pick. But if you look historically at the charts of gold and silver, which you can pull this information up yourself, you can see what has been happening in the market. Now, obviously, past performance is not indicative of future gains. But again, gold and silver has been around for so long that there's a ton of history for you to review. So why metals? I think if you look at the economy and the world today and what's going on, that's why everyone should be diversifying a portion of their portfolio into this asset class. Let's answer question number two. Why ACM? Well, they're a technology-driven company that's interfacing with one of the largest market makers in precious metals, bringing some of the best price possible to the members, people like you and I that choose to become a member of ACM. Now, they also are in business to serve the members, which means they don't make money on the metal. They make money on the membership. So they view their members as customers, meaning they're here to service the members. Now, why become an affiliate? I think that's real simple. The advertisement budget for ACM could go to big tech, or it could go to everyday ordinary people that choose to share their membership experience with others. I mean, let's be honest, the whole world is talking about precious metals. So that's one reason to choose why you should become an affiliate. So let's talk about products. Well, ACM is offering the exact same premium metals. The difference is how much we pay for it as members. All your top coins, American Eagles, Buffaloes, Morgans, your Peace Dollars, your Maples, your Cougarans, all your trusted bars, your Engelhart, your Johnson Matthey. There's actually more than 100 different products that we can choose from through a free website that the company provides us. Unmatched quality, unbeatable pricing. So why would you want to pay more? Let me give you a real-time price comparison. At the time ACM put together this presentation, a single silver eagle, which happens to be the most commonly purchased coin in the world, $41.80. Now, a little over a year ago, it was in the 20s. That's a clue because success leaves clue, right? Now, based on this pricing, our largest competitor for the exact same coin, $47.69, as much as $49.75. Now, the typical savings anywhere from 7.8 to 23%. Look at that. $47.69 to as much as $49.75 for the exact same coin. Now, if this is making sense to you, the question I would have, well, Antoine, how much is the membership? And what does the reward plan look like? Great question. Here we go. This kind of reminds me like Sam's Club, Costco's, they have a membership offering, right? So the Stellar membership offering is the Metals Plus membership. It's $299. What do you get for that? 2 years of unlimited purchases, no limit. And if you choose to share your membership experience with others, they've got a 14-day free trial, and that comes with a $100 coupon for a free lead ACM AI marketing system. Sophisticated system that if you want some of the sophisticated tools that AI system have, it can actually make phone calls for you, schedule appointments for you with people that want to talk to you. I said a lot right there. That's the power of that system. And then we've got the Metals membership for $179, which is 1 year unlimited purchases on precious metals, gold, and silver. It also comes with the AI system. And then if you kind of want to just tap your toe in the water, $99 starter membership, that's 6 months, unlimited purchases. Now, what happens at the end of the term? No different than your Sam's Club or Costco membership. You have the ability to renew at any of the membership offerings, or you could just walk away. So that's up to you. Let's talk about what happens if you share your link with others and they become members. Every time someone buys a $299 Metals Plus membership, it pays out a $50 direct commission. So if it's you, you earn $50 direct. Someone buys the Metals Plus for $179, $50 direct commission. The $99 starter Metals membership, $10 direct commission. There's no limit on the number of people that you can directly introduce. Now, imagine if Sam's Club, after you were at the front desk and they explained the membership offering, you said, okay, I want the Metals Plus membership. And they said, okay, what you need to do, ma'am or sir, is tap an existing member on the shoulder and just say, I want to become a member of Sam's Club. Just giving you an example. And that member said, okay, well, let me send you a link. I could send you a quick link. I can email it to you. And then you simply enroll, you paid your membership, and immediately you can start buying precious metal, gold, and silver. Immediately you can shop at that Sam's Club. That's the way it is. You see, the company cannot enroll new members. Only existing members can enroll new members. So let's talk about affiliate commissions. Direct commissions for all affiliate ranks. This is why you want to become an affiliate. Doesn't cost any more money. It's just a matter in the enrollment process. You switch the little toggle over and say affiliate. That's all you have to do. Because on the memberships that you directly enroll, you can earn up to $50. And all of this is tracked in real time through a free website in the back office that the company provides its members. On the metals, up to $30,000 that you can earn in direct commissions. Okay. As far as our reward points and our cycles, and I'm going to break this down to help you clearly understand it. But every time someone buys a membership, there are points. So it pays a direct commission to whoever directly enrolled them, but then there's points that will fill the team tree. Okay. Now, the starter membership for $99, 15 points. The Metals membership for $179, 30 points. The Metals Plus membership, 60 points. And then we've got some of our bullion and metal that anytime it's purchased, there are points associated with it. There's unlimited on that, depending on how much metal that member buys. We've also got a 10% match and bonus, and I'll break all of this down for you. So what's the qualifications for direct commissions? Requirement, just be an affiliate. Make the introduction. The sale of ACM membership, that customer is now locked to you forever. Think about it. The Sam's Club example. Who explained the membership offering? The people at the front desk. And then when you said, I'll take that one, they said simply tap someone on the shoulder that is an existing member. They'll give you a link for you to enroll directly. Man, wouldn't it be nice if Sam Club or Costco's operated that way? That's the way ACM, at Cost Metals, operates that way. So think about it. The person that invited you here, how hard are they working? You don't have to do what I'm doing in order to enroll new members and have success. We got people that will do this for you. You get good at inviting, getting people under the spout where the information comes out. At the end of the day, ACM is looking for people who is looking for the offering that At Cost Metals have. That's it. Now, let's talk about how do you earn from the points of the membership and the points from some of the metal that's being purchased. Let me give you a visual. Imagine holding a bucket in your left hand and a bucket in your right hand. And every time someone buys a membership, points fill your bucket, and your team grows unlimited levels on your left and your right with points filling your bucket from the bottom all the way back up to who? YOU. And points are accumulating and tracked in real time. So every time you have an accumulation of 400 points that fill your left bucket, 400 points that accumulate and fill your right bucket, it pays you a $400 cycle bonus. It can happen once a month, which means you position yourself to earn an additional $400 a month. It can happen once every 2 weeks. It can happen every week. It can happen every day, depending on the activity that you have as it relates to who? Your business, right? But every time 400 points accumulates in your left bucket, 400 points accumulate in your right, it pays a $400 cycle bonus. Our matching bonus, it's 10% match on personal referral cycles. It's available for the affiliates that are ranked silver or gold. Example, let's say you are at least a silver and I'm one of your directs and I'm somewhere on your left side. I'm 50 levels down on your left because you can't go wider than 2, right? Although I'm one of your directs, I'm 50 levels down on your left side. When I cycle and I earn $400 because I'm one of your directs and you're at the rank of silver, you earn a 10% match. 40, 40, 40. Every time that happens, you're saying, go, Antoine, grow. And then we've got our specialty offering. Like you're going to hear about some of this tonight. Our Get Ahead Monthly Coin Program, a perfect MS70 or PR70 numismatic coins. We got some other specialty bullion that's shipped out every single month. We've got available also our Get Ahead Monthly Coin to add some variety, our specialty bullion, unique coins and bars from around the world that is priced typically below retail for collectors. It's a great way to expand your collection and really broaden your horizon in this space. Now, what are the rank requirements? It's very simple. All affiliate ranks, the requirement is do something to generate at least 15 points in a rolling 32-day time frame. That's it. At least a minimum 15 points. And I don't believe we should ever make our minimums our maximums, but that is all you have to do. Why? Because all shared reward point volume. If you want to receive the points, we ask that you contribute to the points. Very simple. You can be a part of our Get Ahead Monthly Coin Program to contribute, or you can at least enroll one new member a month to contribute. Very, very simple. Let's talk about the ranks. Our first rank is copper. The requirement, one personally sponsored active customer on both sides. Now, what is the definition of active? Doing something to generate at least 15 points in a rolling 32-day time frame. If they're part of the Get Ahead Monthly Coin Program, then they are active. One on each side, you are a copper. You can earn up to $2,000 per week in income. That's the potential. Now, the second rank is silver. 3 personally sponsored active customers on both sides, at least 1 personally sponsored copper rank on each side. Now you're in position to earn the 10% match on your directs, and you can earn up to $10,000 per week in income potential. Now let's look at gold. 6 personally sponsored active customers on both sides, at least 1 personally sponsored silver rank on each side. You earn the 10% match, and you can earn up to $30,000 per week in income. Listen, I know people that are part of the team that have actually maxed out on all of these ranks at some point in time during their career with at-cost metals, including me. That means it is possible. Here's a visual one-pager that gives you the overview of how to achieve copper, silver, and gold. This is available to download in your back office on your dashboard, along with this PowerPoint presentation. Some additional affiliate information. Points based on rank. Now, as far as points accumulation, if you haven't hit a rank because you're just getting started, obviously that first rank would be copper. So those points can begin filling your bucket up to the $2,000 for the week in income. Silver, up to the $10,000 for the week in income. Gold, up to the $30,000 for the week in income. And don't miss this part. Unused points never reset after a cycle. Let me say that one more time. Unused points that are in your bucket never reset after a cycle. But notice the little asterisk right there. What does that mean? That means You have to do something to generate a minimum of 15 points in a 32-day rolling calendar period. So if you are at least part of the Get Ahead Monthly Coin program, then guess what? You're active, right? And the points won't ever leave your bucket. Now, you're going to figure this out, but it's, for the most part, dollar for dollar on the points. So you don't want the points to ever leave your bucket until you get paid on it. As far as our commission cycle, it's weekly pay period, Sunday 12 a.m. to Saturday 11:59 Central Standard Time. So whatever you do this week, it's released the following week. The company uses PayQuicker. They have a debit card that you can order, or you can also attach your personal bank account to PayQuicker, and you can direct deposit from PayQuicker to your bank. As far as sustainability, 75% commission cap to ensure long-term stability. Affiliate influence, the leaders shape the company's future. Now, what does that mean? That means we have leaders and we have owners that listen, okay? That provides clarity, it provides integrity, and an opportunity that can last. Now, let me give you a real life scenario of what's possible as a member if you simply share your experience with others. One referral of yours buys a single gram of gold, they're going to save about 10.2% on that purchase. You made $5. If they buy 2 grams of gold, you made $10. If they buy 3 grams of gold, you made $15. I think you get my point. Here's another real life example. An existing member also made one referral. They earned $2,000 in their very first commission, which means they didn't cycle and introduce a member made a significant purchase. That member, they saved over $10,000 on that purchase. They're happy. And because you enroll that member in this example, they earn $2,000 in commission. You see, 2/3 of our product carry reward points. That means customers win, affiliate wins, and this makes at-cost metals win. Now, there's no guarantee of income here as it relates to our compensation plan. You have to be willing to do something in order to earn. It's not just going to happen, but I'm telling you, if you work the business, it will work for you. If you don't work the business, it won't work for you. But this is optional. We've got so many people that become members. They're not necessarily interested in introducing anybody else. They simply want to make large, significant purchases of precious metals, gold and silver. And if that's what you want to do, you can definitely do that with ACM. But if you also want to share it with someone else, you have the ability to do that. The bottom line, it's your time to shine. This is by far one of the smartest way to participate in precious metals. We've got unbeatable prices on bullion and rewards. We've got a free trial on the AI marketing system if you choose to share your membership experience with others. So join us and start your journey today. Let's make it happen. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop my screen share and I'm going to introduce one of the co-founders that's here because we got a new coin drop where we got a special guest that's going to talk about some of the new coins that will be available. So let me stop my screen share. And the gentleman I want to introduce, I've got a lot of respect for him, first of all. I met him a little over 5 years ago while living in Vietnam. I live in Dallas. I also live in Vietnam. I'm in Dallas currently, and I leave Wednesday going back to Vietnam. And this gentleman was responsible for helping my wife and I create a significant amount of Bitcoin through a software that he had created. And at that time, no one was doing it. He taught us how to never give up custody of your digital asset. And let me tell you something. In a market like that, nobody was doing it. Everybody else was saying, give me your money, give me your money, give me your money. And this guy said, no, we don't want your money. And with that software, it literally helped my wife and I do some amazing things. And I'm in Vietnam. But granted, he's in Dallas, where I'm originally from. I even had someone to drive to meet him for lunch, just to speak with him so that he can lay eyes on him and do something that I couldn't do. I wanted to know if my spirit was telling me right about how I felt about this gentleman. And the guy came back, my friend said, man, he's a great guy, very humble, very laid back. He's everything you said. I was like, oh my God, okay. And we built this relationship. It was almost 5 years later when I came to Dallas and I finally had a chance to put my arms around him. We had a chance to have lunch and break bread together. We are like brothers to this day. This is my good friend, co-founder of At Cost Metals, Mr. JD. JD, are you there, my friend?
I'm here. Can you hear me okay?
I can. I'm going to pin you so we can make sure.
All right.
There we go.
You know, every time you tell that story, it's like I'm reliving it. And I remember exactly where I was standing when I told you, you don't know it yet, but we're going to be very good friends. I remember that like it just happened.
Sure
Okay,
did.
guys. Antoine, first of all, thank you so much for the perfect illustration of what we're doing at cost. It's the best price. Tell your friends. That should be our tagline. I know a guy that does the website. I think we can add that. Okay, here we go. Precious metals have been blowing up. Okay, this is something that I want to jump into for just a moment before we jump into the coin drop. Nobody knows what's going to happen next week, tomorrow, next year, especially not 10 years from now. Is it crypto? Is it gold-backed crypto? Is it stable coins? Is it Ripple? Is it Bitcoin, Ethereum? Is it all wrapped? Is it the wild, wild west forever? What's the regulation going to be like? 35 trillion in debt with the US? Are they just going to wipe it out and start over? What kind of political turmoil is that going to create? A lot of countries scratching their heads. A lot of very powerful people are scratching their heads trying to figure this out. Okay, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to give you the heads up. Exactly what I thought was going to happen a year and a half ago with precious metals happened. Okay, we're a year and a half into it. Is it over? Is it the end of the gold run? I don't know. Does it feel like the world is stable? Because it doesn't to me. Does it feel like we have solid banking? Does it feel like the plans with the Federal Reserve and all the other central banks that control all the money, that they've got a strong grip on exactly how to move forward? Because they're all fighting with each other. They're all trying to figure it out. But here's the thing, they're all buying precious metals right now. Okay, that's where a lot of this money is coming from, flooding into the precious metals market, is central banks, large banks, institutionals, all these, big companies and countries and banks that have billions, if not trillions, to put into the market because of the uncertainty. Okay, that's bullion. Want to switch gears. Edward, I've got you unmuted, just FYI, and you may be able to start your video.
I can audio, JD, but not video.
Not video. Okay, let's see if I can do that for you if you're good with that. Antoine, if you're available, can you click him, allow him to jump over to show his screen, make him a co-host?
Yeah,
Allow
let me
the
know.
ability to do that.
Okay.
Okay. Edward, before we get to see your awesome coins that you got, and I've already got the sneak peek. So one is reserved by the power vested in me for someone that called me immediately after that email went out. So I got one of the Samsons gone already for you.
Oh, wow.
But
Hey, guys.
Edward, hey, there you are. Edward, real quick, before we jump into the coins, what's your take on the precious metals market right now? What's going on?
You know, JD, I source a lot of gold and silver, and especially these coins that I'm about to show you guys. They come from Europe, right? So primarily that's where they come from. A lot of Asian countries, a lot of Slavic countries, a lot of European countries. And I'm telling you, the word is they're tight. They are super tight. You go to some of these websites, especially in London, they're telling you you can't buy silver to call
Yeah.
them. So, again, I really like that you don't want to scare anybody, because that is not our intent here, to scare. I don't really love the fear factor or fear of missing out, but I got to tell you, the silver and gold in Europe and Asia, Australia, it's tight. It's really tight. And I'm suspecting that they are calling us, the Americans, and saying, please send your silver over. And when they do, we're going to be tight.
Yeah.
So, and then also I wanted to update you, 35 trillion? No, as of this morning, I saw a headline, $38 trillion in debt. So yes, add these things together, guys. Piece them together. The debt, banks are not stable right now. Liquidity
Mhm.
is drying up. Metals are being sourced like crazy. I mean, just Google, just go to Europe, go to London, go to Asia. India just had their biggest festivals. Diwali, Ganesh, Festival of Lights, all of those, and India is out of silver. So it's, just connect the dots. That's all I'm saying. So that's my take on what's going on with silver and gold right now.
Well, I like that. Connect the dots. That's a very gentle way to say it's happening.
Yeah.
It's happening. And that's, I remember when the national debt was 4 trillion.
Yeah.
4 trillion.
Yeah. And
And
people were freaking out then.
it will, yeah. At some point it becomes mathematically not necessarily impossible, but improbable to make that change. So last little piece before we get into these coins. 1913, we changed the rules. 1931, we changed the rules again. I say we, the United States. Late 60s, early 70s, we definitely changed the rules with the petrodollar. 2008, 2009, the bank bailouts, we changed the rules. And it's about that time. So what I keep hearing is stocks, bonds, mutual funds, real estate, precious metals, anything but the dollar is what I keep hearing.
That's correct.
Yep. Okay. Speaking of precious metals, can't wait without any further ado. Let's see what you got, sir.
All right. Sounds good. Let's share this screen. All right. Share. All right. Let me know when you can see.
We can see.
Perfect. All right. Here we go. First one up. It is a country called Andorra. It's a country between Spain and France. It's a big tax haven for a lot of the wealthy. And normally each of these coins are going north of $100, each of them. The turtle and the grouse being the most popular ones. Very, very difficult to find. We got a mintage of 1,000 of each of these.
Wow.
I love that they are antique finish and they do have a crystal on each of the coins. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen and hopefully you could see the actual. So it comes in a white box like this.
Okay.
You open up the box and the first thing you see is a book.
Mm.
So when you open up the book, you're going to get 4 certificate of authentication. So you're going to have your 4 COAs. You're going to have a map of the European countries and where it's at. And then you're going to have 4 of the coins in the book.
Wow.
And each coin looks like this.
Perfect.
Get all 4 of these. So At Cost Metals has the exclusive on these. They are beautiful, hard to find. 1,000 mintage on these things, guys. 1,000. That's it.
4 coins, 1,000 each. You've got one of each in that display. Tell us more about that display. I'm looking at that covering. What does that feel like?
Yeah, so the book is pretty thick. It's a pretty thick book.
Mm.
And then, of course, when you open it up, You know, you've got the 4 coins with the
Wow.
maps and everything. It's the whole shebang. Really, really difficult to find. I doubt, you know, Google them, try to find any dealer that has these coins. Very, very difficult to source. So I'd be very surprised if you find one, great. But they're going to be way, way more expensive than what the members are going to be getting.
Wow.
Yes, again, you get all 4 coins. If they're even $100, expect about $400 for these coins. You guys are getting them way cheaper. So
Well, I
Wow.
can tell you right now that that display, the way that it's in the book with, the 4 COAs, the map, and the style of that presentation, that's the best I've ever seen.
yeah, no,
Absolutely
normally,
beautiful.
Yeah,
like I
that's
said,
stunning.
they're
And then the
individually.
crystal inside, tell me about these crystals if you have more information on that.
Yeah, so I have a hard time saying them. I think it's pronounced Swarovski.
Oh, that's exactly how you say it.
Yeah, and a
Okay,
very famous jeweler out there that has put those crystals into those coins.
very
So
good.
did I
So,
hear Antoine? Antoine, welcome back. Maybe you've come, sooner, but this is the first time I've seen you. Good to see you, brother.
Good to see you. Thank you.
so
Okay.
just to put a final last comment on this particular set, a small country between Spain and France
Mhm,
produced 1,000 of each of these coins, put them in a perfect case,
mhm. Yep,
beautiful done,
correct.
elite crystals, world renowned, all in the same place.
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
Very, very difficult to find all 4
Yeah.
of them.
You could put that, this is something any billionaire would be proud to say, look at my coins on that.
Absolutely. Yep.
No doubt.
And bragging rights of even finding it.
That's right.
Yep. All right. Still sharing my screen, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, perfect. All right, let's go to the next one. All right. This next one is Samson wrestling with the lion. And I'm going to stop sharing my screen. We've got 500 of these.
Okay.
Did I stop sharing my screen?
Yes. Oh, there it is.
So these are MS70s. Again, antique finish. I really love the antique finish because they don't tone. Now I have seen some tone, like in really, extreme weather places like Florida is a pretty good one. But the toning is very, very much reduced with the antique finish.
What a
That
beautiful
right
coin.
there is beautiful. And is it really larger? The case is larger than a typical MS70 case?
It is. It is.
Mhm.
Just to
It-
just
That's
to
what-
is it
show you
possible?
the
There we
difference.
go. Wow, that's what I want you to do. It. That is stunning.
2 ounce coin, 500 only made.
500.
500.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Uh,
amazing.
the
Okay. Well, we
next,
all know the story of Samson. Um, if you go back to your screen, you'll notice it says Marvel Infinity
uh,
Saga Ant-Man. And Edward did that on purpose because Samson was a lot like Ant-Man. They share a lot of the same qualities and the amazing strength. So when Ant-Man grew, he got that power from kind of the same source. So I see what you did there. That was very clever. Thank you for
gotcha.
doing that.
All right. Third one. I love this coin. The gold gilding on this thing is just fabulous.
Mm,
Spartan Warriors. Let me stop sharing my screen on this one. This one happens not to be graded, but I don't know if you guys could see the detail on that. The up, in person, just the gold gilding on this coin is phenomenal. All the Spartan warriors back there. Also, 500 of these made.
Wow.
Really pricey coin right now. This coin is going from anywhere from $500 to $600. Obviously at Cost Metals, because we love the name at Costs. We are getting them way, way cheaper. Also, another one hard to find. These are becoming very, very hard to find as well. So you could still find them on some websites, so that's good. But when you do find them, they are pretty pricey.
That's great. You know,
And
and I want to remind everybody, this is not Edward, you know, making these coins in his garage. These are coins produced by governments. So they are official coinage of countries. And yeah, beautiful box. And I got to tell you, that's the Spartan coin that you just showed us. I think the best adjective to describe that. Oh, wow. You even got the box for that too. Wow. That coin is fierce. You know, not like the junior high, uh, 13-year-old girl kind of fierce, but actually fierce. Stunning. Look at that.
so that's
Wouldn't want to
pretty
tangle with that
much
guy.
all of the coins that we have for this week, but we did dig up some past silver notes. We've got a couple of these Guardian of the Galaxies. We've got a couple of the Millennium Falcons and the lightsaber. So if someone wants to go to the back office and inquire about those, you might be able to get one or two of these. And then what I wanted to show everybody, speaking of the coin of the month, I know that the wolf and the deer are part of the coin of the month. And this one is coming soon.
Oh, wow.
We are expected to get the L, which is the next one in the series, the third one in the series, next week in quantities. So we will be updating the marketing and the coin of the month for the L, which is the third one in the series. So
Fantastic.
those wolf and deer coins, because those are going as well. So they're diminishing, and this will be the next batch.
That's right. So straight out of Cameroon, we've got the deer, we've got the wolf coming soon as the third coin in that series for us, then the owl.
Yep.
Okay. Guys, that is where we're at tonight. If you saw something that you like, we have another email that we will be sending out that will illustrate the price points for everything that you've seen tonight. If you want that, as always, just send in a message to chat and say that you want X or however many that you've got. These are limited, guys. You got 500. So if you can, do me a favor, keep your quantities below 5s, because a lot of times a lot of people will just jump in, scoop up as many as they can. And, we want to spread the word. We want to spread the good news. Edward, thank you so much as always. And guys, keep an eye on precious metals more than you ever have, because it's not fiction and it's not a conspiracy. The world is changing. Even the president, I guess, of the International Monetary Fund, regardless of your opinion, if you think that's fair or legal or ethical or whatever, they're in charge enough, and they say things are changing. Okay, so when the biggest names in charge of money and transactions and finance around the world and banking say things are changing, and that's reality, it's reality, guys. So
That's correct, JD. I've got one more thing.
Okay.
So one of the things that it used to be very traditional with money managers,
Mm-hmm.
for 401ks, your Roth IRAs, and all that institutional way of having a retirement account. It used to be that they would recommend 80% stocks, 20% bonds, treasury bills. For the first time now, they are actually recommending 80% stock, or no, 60% stocks, 20% treasury bills, bonds, but now 20% precious metals.
Wow.
And I've actually looked at my 401k in my retirement, and I have verified that there are now precious metal funds that you can now allocate to your retirement accounts. So
Oh,
that's
sure.
saying something.
Absolutely. Checkbook IRA, I don't say it's necessarily a good idea to start an IRA to buy precious metals. If you have something to roll over, ultimately a checkbook IRA, in my opinion, is the best way to go if you have access to that or can create one. But you can put physical precious metals inside your IRA. So a lot of smart things happening. Just contact your financial advisor. If they say, I don't know anything about a checkbook IRA or precious metals IRA, you need to find a new financial advisor. So if you need help with that, just message us, and we got several that we work with. So, okay, Edward, Antoine, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for spending your time with us, and we'll see you on the next call. Thanks so
All right.
much.
Good night, guys.